video you see here is a U.S. fighter jet, the USS Nimbus in San Diego, chasing off a UFO. The Department of Defense confirms this incident in a public information request, saying the release of these top-secret materials would cause, quote, exceptionally grave damage to national security of the United States. The spokesperson also tells the media outlet the date of the 2004 USS Nimitz video is November 14th of 2004, and the video that's been circulating since 2007 is the same length as the video source.
What it could be is anyone's guess.
Vahey Perumian, professor of physics and astronomy at the University of Southern California, says he doesn't doubt.
All right, Shalom. This is Harold 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakar Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Just saw something that caught my eyes at the bottom of the screen. I know you can read it for yourself, but they have here, the topic is the Navy says secret UFO files could gravely damage national security. All right, so they're trying to get the Navy to come out in the public about the Chariot sightings that they saw and the videos that they have. All right, that they keep releasing them in black and white. They're not really showing the full video. But now the rest of it reads at the bottom, the object appears dark against the bright daytime sky and is clearly oblong shaped, man. All right. So oblong would be, all right. The word I want to focus on is oblong. All right. I'm gonna start with that. It said this object is clearly oblong shaped. All right, and it's an object, so it's not a cloud, but I'm gonna get into that word cloud, but it's something in the sky, and it causes a what? A shadow, because it says dark against a bright daytime sky, just like the scriptures say about the chariots, man. All right, so the Navy caught a chariot on camera, and they're not trying to put it out. You know, clearly for the world to see. And it says, and it's clearly oblong shaped. Now, all right, this is the word oblong, the etymology of the word oblong, right? Adjective meaning it's explaining noun. All right, so oblong means elongated. All right, so that's the basis of the definition, meaning it's elongated. So it can be a circle that's elongated, making it an oval, a square turned into a rectangle, pulled, or a cylinder turned cylindrical, longer, or however, elongated, or made oblong, or made a column or a pillar. See that? Made into a pillar. All right. So something oblong is something stretched out. Now, it says more long than broad. All right. Instead of being wide, it's more elongated. All right. Long in front of or towards. So that's what the word means, oblong, right? So this was an oblong chariot. All right. So this is Revelations 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. All right, so all the kindreds of the earth are going to wail when they see Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai returning with the angels. All right, it says to chop, especially to beat the breast in grief. To beat one's breast for grief. All right. So there's a lot of people that don't want to see the return of Yahweh Shai. They're trying to hide it. Yeah, they're being wicked upon the earth. Now, he coming with the clouds. Now, what's the clouds? Right here. The same clouds that led the children of Israel out of the first Egypt. They're going to gather the children of Israel out of the second Egypt. All right. It says properly cloudiness, nephile. All right. Nephile meaning cloudiness. Concretely a cloud used of the cloud which led the Israelites in the wilderness. For the synonyms, see entry. So it got synonyms to it. All right. So this is Exodus 13 and 21. Actually, yeah, and 21. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Because Yahushai was among those angels delivering the children of Israel from Egypt. All right. And into the promised land. So it says, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or it should say Yahushai went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud. All right. It sounds just like that news clip, a pillar of a cloud. That would basically be saying an oblong cloud shape. All right. And that's what they saw. The Navy saw. They saw a pillar of a cloud. It says it's to lead them by the way and by night in a pillar of fire. So that means it lit up at night. But in the daytime, it looked like an object that casts a shadow. All right. It says to give them light to go by day and night. All right. So they had a covering by day and a light before we had a light before us at night. All right. And he took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people, man. So let me get that word pillar. And that's basically a synonym. Where is it at? Here we go. All right. So it should, it basically should be a form of an adjective that's describing the noun, the cloud, all right, the chariot. So it's a column shaped, meaning elongated or oblong, just like they saw, man. All right. A column, a stand, something you can stand on. So it's not upright. It's actually flat. So that's how the chariot looked. Like something you could stand in or on, but it was elongated in the sky. Whatever shape it was like cylindrical. That's what they were saying. All right. Or like a cloud just pulled, stressed out. All right. Like a vehicle. It says a column, a stand, platform. All right. So like a platform, something you stand on. You know, but it was like a cloud. It had a glow, an aura about it, and that aura is like a cloud. Now, it says a pillar, a column, a pillar, column, upright, but it said this one's like a stand, so something you stand on, a platform. All right, a column of smoke. Also a stand, a platform. It says I'm a wad. I'm a wad, which means a column or a pillar. All right. And it says here, so it was a column or an elongated cloud. Now see what cloud is. And it says Ainan, which means a cloud, the Nimbus, all right? And the Nimbus is very important. That's what, that is being described like this, all right? Not your typical cloud. It's like, it says like a Nimbus cloud or a thunder cloud, all right? So a dark mass in the sky. Cloudy, just like I read in Revelations 1:7, cloudy mass. So it's a mass, an object. Cloud mass of theophanic cloud. Now let's see what that is. All right, this is the word for theophany. Theos meaning God or power. All right. It says an appearance of God to man. So Yahweh Shai showed up in the chariots, man. All right. Yahweh Shai was sent by Yahweh, all right, with the angels and appeared in the chariot. All right. In the his glow and his old aura was on the chariot. And the chariots glow as well. Illuminate. It says to bring light. So what they call in the cloud, that's actually the light, and it's affecting the elements around it. All right, cause to appear. See that? So, epiphany. All right, so it says, bring to light, cause to appear, to show. And that's how the Lord Yahweh is presenting Yahweh Shai to the people, to the world, in his chariots, man. In his covering. He make it. All right, this is Psalms 104 and 3. Actually, 2. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment? All right, so he got light surrounding him. All right, so his brightness is beaming off of him like sun rays. And you have and off the chariots as well. They have a glow, like pure white light that gives off what a spectrum of colors. All right. Now it says, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, man. And that's what you call the satin curtains of what you call Shemayim, the heavens or space. All right, so they're being stressed out as we speak. And it says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh, right, man, so you got actual vehicles out there in the waters, what we call Shemayim, out there in the heavens. He has chariots, all right? He has a temple out there, what you call his temple. It says, who maketh who maketh the clouds his chariot, man. All right, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Right, so let me get this real quick. All right, so this is the word cloudiness, or he maketh for what? It says, who maketh the clouds his chariot, man. All right, so it says an aib, all right, or aiba, which would be aib, an envelope, so it's something to go into. You see that? So he's not just standing on it. He make these chariots that he can go into, all right, and be sent to the people. It says darkness, a cloud, a copse, a darkness cloud, thicket, dark cloud in the sky will look dark, just like they were saying in the news clip. All right, it caused a dark shadow in the sky. Cloud mass. All right, so it looks like a cloud mass during the day. All right, thicket as refuge. All right, so that's what they called, man. Refuge or chambers. All right, or apartments in the sky. You know, properly an envelope, darkness. So darkness represent what? Covering. Especially a scud cloud, also a copse. All right, this is a copse. You know, it's just crazy how it looks elongated, right? So this is a copse images. All right. So picture that in the sky. It look like a long cloud in the sky. All right. Now, let me get something real quick. All right, check this out. This is Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people. Who's the Lord's people? The children of Israel. All right. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the speckled birds scattered amongst these other nations. Enter thou into thy chambers. All right. And that's to be delivered up on the day of salvation, according to Psalms 91, and taken into the chariots. All right. The Lord going to send his angels to gather his elect, according to the book of Matthew. And the chambers represent the barn or the chariots or the envelope. All right, the chariots that's going to envelop the elect and bring them in and deliver them to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But they're going to do it at the command of Yahweh Shai, all right, from Yahweh. It says, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, right? Just like Noah, when he was taken into the ship, the Lord had to seal the door. All right. So when we get taken up into chariots, hopefully I'm one of those elect, when the elect get taken up in the chariots, the Lord gonna have them not look back. They're gonna get taken straight up into the chariots, man. It says, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. All right. So once all the destruction comes, it says what? For behold, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai cometh out of his place, so out of his chambers, right? Out of their chambers, he's going to be sent, is what says what? Out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. All right, so the chambers, let me get that word chambers, because that's the place. Because the Lord has chambers for the children of Israel, which are those chariots in the heavens. All right. And planets as well. If not, you'll be just drifting around in space. So he gave us chariots in space. And he gave us planets in space, more mansions. All right. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has his own Yahushai has his own chariot as well. All right. And Yahweh has chariots under his feet. That is according to Daniel 7. All right. Let me just use it from this scripture where it speaks of Yahushai's chambers that were created by Yahweh for him. Psalms 104 and 3. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment. Right. And light just is a war. All right. Or pure light. You know, it says, as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters. All right. So he has the chariots or a room out there in the waters. All right. And this is the chambers that's talking about for the elect as well. It says, Alayah, right? Aylayah, which means something lofty. That's what it talks about the chariots. They were lofty, they're huge. It says a stairway, all right, platform, a second story room. All right, so something out in the heavens, chambers, the sky, roof. All right, so the secondary room would be the sky. Roof, a room, roof, chamber. All right, like a house, something you can go into. Because when you think of a house, first thing you would think of is like what Adam saw is the tent, you know, which represents the walls and the ceiling, the roof. All right, and that's a tabernacle. It says something lofty, a stairway, also a second story room, or even one on the roof. Figuratively, the sky. All right. So he laid, now it says, who maketh the clouds his chariot, man. So we saw cloud. Now let's look at the word chariot. A vehicle. All right, so you see the cloud, which means a cloudy mass or a nimbus turned into a vehicle, just like on what's that called, Dragon Ball Z. All right, that's the Nimbus cloud. It says a chariot. So when we speak of chariot, it says a vehicle in the sky. All right. So the chariots of the Lord are vehicles. It says as ridden on, man. Whew, wow. Right. It says Rakawab. So when we say chariot, think of Rakawab, which means a vehicle. All right. So let's get this real quick. Let me see. Let me show you one more time where it says Nimbus. All right. It says cloudiness, copes. Let's get this real quick. All right. This is the word cloud right here. It says Exodus 13 and 21. And Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud. All right. So in the sky, it looks like something elongated, a pillar or a column or a platform that's elongated, stretched out in the sky. And it says it's something you can go into, a chariot, right? And it says it's a cloud. Now let's see this cloud. All right, and it's a light at night. But in the daytime, just like if you had a light in the daytime, you can't really see it. But in the nighttime, it sure shine bright. All right, it gives off light. But in the daytime, if it's a strong, powerful light, it'll look like an object in the sky. Like if you look certain directions at the sun, it looks like, well, it is an object, but you get what I'm saying? You can see clearly that's an object. It's not just a beam of light. All right. Let me just get this real quick. The word cloud is H6051. And it says, Ainan, a cloud, the Nimbus, thunder cloud. All right. A theophanic cloud, which is, as I read, is a way for the Lord to manifest himself to the people. All right. It's in the chariot. And it says a cloudy mass, a nimbus. So I'm going to get that real quick. Now check this out, man. This is a nimbus cloud. It says a bright cloud. See that? It's a bright cloud, man. Surrounding a divine or sacred personage. And that's what the chariots are. They surround Yahushua or the angels. All right. It says a nimbus, a cloud, which is perhaps related to nebula or cloud mist. In art, the meaning halo around the head of a person, representative of a representation of a divine or sacred person. So that same halo or that glow that's around what they call a halo or aura, that's what's around, or this object that's around the angels. All right. It says right here, aureole. It says, celestial crown worn by martyrs as victors over the flesh. Golden is the luminous cloud or aura surrounding holy figures. Look at that. All right, so that's what the Nimbus represents. Is a golden or shining, glowing or glowing cloudy mass. A bright cloud, all right? Now, I'm typing in Nimbus UFO. Now look what comes up. Boom. Ain't that something? Same picture I'm doing a lesson on pops up when you type in Nimbus UFO. And look what comes up. The cloud with the glow around it that they're not talking about. All right. They're just showing the picture, but it's clearly it has a glow around it, or aura. All right, and it's casting a shadow. If you look at the clouds in the background, see that, and look at this one, and they calling it a nimbus, meaning it look like a cloud, but it's an elongated chariot or object that casts a shadow. And there it go, right there in front of you, man. All right. Now, look at that. It's clear, right? So it has the aura around it. And we always bring this up at camp. You have the Nimbus cloud from Dragon Ball Z. All right. And then, these directors and these illustrators, they know about the scriptures. They know about the men of the Lord. All right. But yeah, they got the Nimbus cloud on there, and he riding upon it. All right. All right. Now it says what? The object appears dark against a bright daytime sky and is clearly oblong shaped. Now you understand what the oblong means. It just means elongated. All right. And we know it's a nimbus shape or aura, meaning it's glowing. That's what we're looking at, the glow, the aura of it. But it looks like a shadow, This is Daniel 7 and 12. Now, meaning it looks like a shadow during the day, meaning it just casts an object that casts a shadow. And if you see it in certain angles, you'll see the light on it or the glow on the chariots. All right. But if it was over you, it would cast a shadow between you and the sun. The sun in the sky. It would cover you from the rain. It says Daniel 7 and 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. So it's talking about when these nations get put down. All right, Judgment Day. They're going to be brought low and put in a position of servitude under Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and his elect. All right. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man. All right. So Yahushai just came with the clouds of heaven. So Yahushai is among the angels. All right. Always. In the beginning, he was with the powers, according to John chapter 1. All right. And it says Yahushai, also in the scripture, it says Yahushai was in Mount Sinai speaking to Moses, and he was among the holy angels. All right. And the angels were 10,000. And he was among them. All right. So Yahweh sent Yahushai to deliver us back in 1447 BC. All right. It says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven. There you go, the clouds of heaven again. All right. The clouds of heaven, man. Out in Shemayim. This is deep, because actually in the Earth's atmosphere, once you get above the stratosphere, you start to lose clouds, because clouds are what build up of steam and moisture and rain and dust, right? And different types of gases and metals. All right, on certain levels, above the troposphere, down here where we're at, which where we feel the effects from the what we call thunder clouds, and such, and snow clouds. But yeah, man, the further you get out into the atmosphere, there's no clouds. So the clouds of heaven, meaning out in Shemayim, the cloudy mass, the chariots, man. All right, the covering that he chose to send his son and his angels. So Daniel 7 says, he came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days. So that's Yahweh. All right. And Daniel saw this in the vision. He saw Yahweh Shai and the angels going to Yahweh in the heavens. And they brought him near before him, and that goes with Revelation chapter 5. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So that's what's about to happen upon this earth. All right, his righteousness is going to be on this earth for eternity, forever. All right, Yahweh Shai's kingdom is never going to be brought down. This is Matthew 26 and 64. This is Yahweh Shai speaking when he was on the earth, and this is what he was saying to the Sadducees and Pharisees. All right. It says, Yahweh Shai saith unto him, Thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, all right, and coming in the clouds of heaven. So he's going to, when he shows up, he's going to be with and in the clouds of heaven, in the chariots, man. All right. All right. See, I'm glad I got the scripture because I said 10,000, but check this out. Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000 and even thousands of angels. So yeah, when you see 20,000 chariots in the sky, all right, or more than that, within those chariots, there's going to be thousands of angels inside the chariots. You know what I mean? And the elect are going to be in there as well once they get delivered. It's a gathering, right? So thousands of angels, the host of heaven. The Lord is among them, right? Yahweh Shai is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. All right, so Yahweh Shai is with the angels, and he's going to be sent to deliver the children of Israel in what they call UFOs, or the Nimbus cloud, which would be the cloudy mass during the day that they've been seeing. All right, whatever shape it is at those times. And then at night, it's like lights in the sky, or a star, what they call a Star of David. All right, a star in the sky that's moving. It comes down out the sky, they take off, boom, and shoot off in the sky, move around. Or they come in forms or V formation, according to the book of Ezekiel. All right. All right, I'm going to end it with this, just so to be clear, that Yahweh Shai is not going to go around and gather. What he's going to do is he's going to show up in the Middle East and start heading over here to the towards the Americas. Once he destroys those armies over there, and he's going to gather the elect by sending his angels, which are the top archangel under Yahweh Shai is who? Michael. All right, Mayak Allah, meaning he's meaning like power, like God, power like, right? But he's going to be sent to give charge over the other angels to gather the elect from the four corners of the earth. That's why scriptures say the angel Michael is going to be stand for the children of thy people. Not because he's our deliverer. No, Yahweh Shai is our deliverer. But Yahweh Shai is going to be sent to give judgment to the hand and the feet of the wicked, which represents their military and their armies. All right, and the Lord is going to send them to go to war with them in the war of Armageddon. In the midst of that, the elect are going to be getting delivered when the missiles are dropping around the four corners of the earth, called ICBM missiles or arrows in the scripture. All right. It says Matthew 13 and 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels. Right? He's going to send forth his angels. And they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire, and there shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth, man. So those angels going to be gathering people up and throwing them in the damn America, right? Drawing them into this war, all right, gathering whoever onto the side of the wicked so they can be destroyed. And it says, and it shall cast them into a furnace of fire, for there shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. So this is going to begin the kingdom when the elect shine forth, man. Shine forth, all right? Grow up as calves in the stall. All right, this is Matthews 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. That's the missiles, and that's the brother's not going to be out teaching anymore. All right, it's going to be nothing but wickedness on the earth. And in the midst of that, the judgment is going to happen to where the Lord is going to have these nations shoot ICBM missiles, according to prophecy, on this place called Babylon, America. All right. And it says the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. See Revelations 1 and 7. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. So you're going to see what? His chariots. You're going to see the chariots, the band of angels coming to carry us home, man. All right. So you're not going to see his face projected all over the goddamn sky. What you're going to see is the chariots, like as the scriptures say, man. And he's going to be in the chariots. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So he's going to be enveloped in the clouds, in the chariots. The same way he's brought to Yahweh, as I read earlier. All right, he's brought with the clouds of heaven to the Ancient of Days. He's going to be brought to us the same way. All right, in the glory. And he shall send his angels. So he's going to send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. So that's going to be the command sound. All right. And that's Revelation 7. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, the four hemispheres of earth. All right. From one end of the heaven to the other. All right. So with that, I'm going to say, Shalom and Kal Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Harakak Kodash Ma'amah, and double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and Shalom to you Akim Nakwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. I hope this was edifying on the topic of the Nimbus cloud and that chariot that the Navy is trying to hide. And matter of fact, this is Luke 8 and 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. All right. And the chariots are being made manifest. All right. And what Esau is trying to keep secret under a vow of secrecy, it's being made manifest through the men of the Lord. All right. That have been given an unction, and we know all things according to the Father's will. And they will be revealed in their time. And we're in the time of revelation. All right. And before the destruction comes, his chariots are going to be revealed, man. In the midst of it. And it says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known and come abroad.